Catch the Wind by Donovan. Classic song there. Nice a bit of a challenge for you guys here as well, because we've got a few melody lines interspersed with the strumming, which is great. So we're going to break the song down into little chunks for you, starting off with the intro. And you can obviously put all the bits together at the end. So say capo on the 3rd fret. And we're going to start off with the intro, which is a recurring theme throughout the song. And it goes like this. No, it doesn't. Fooled you. Goes like this. Okay, so we're going to have to work up to doing those melody line bits. So we're going to start off to showing you playing the C chord here. So you're playing the C major chord there, but we're also going to put our pinky on the 1, 2, 3rd fret up from the capo. So that note there is a recurring theme all the way through the song, like that. Okay, but before we actually go into the intro, let's have a look at the chords to get a little bit of a strumming pattern going. So we're going to start off with the C there, and then we've got the F shape. So basically you're going to move all the 2 fingers up there 1 fret. So you're just playing a normal F chord like that, except you're going to keep your pinky on that, like, and that's the only chords you really need to know in the intro. So what I suggest you do to start off with is just 3 downstrokes, nice and gently. Just to get used to those changes. Like that, okay? When you're quite comfortable with that, we're then going to add in some bass notes. So we're going to start by hitting some bass notes, some root notes if you like. We're going to start off by hitting the A string there, where your finger is there on the 3rd fret up from the capo, like that. Then we're going to keep that that shape, and we're going to hit the open G string, like that. So practice by going. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter if you hit the wrong string, but like that. That's the melody line. Keep playing that till you're nice and comfortable with that, and then throw in the odd F chord. But this time when you put the F chord in, we're going to play the D note, the D string, which is effectively the root note of the chord. So we can have, just keep practicing doing that. And it doesn't matter if you play occasionally different notes, but to make it accurate, like that. So we've got the A string, G string, D string. And as you can see, we're keeping our pinky there all the time. So best thing to do now is, once you've got used to that, we're going to put in the melody line. But we're going to teach you how to play the melody line first of all, and it basically goes, if you bear with me, you can hear it like that. So we've got 3rd fret to 2nd fret to open on the D string, and then we're going to go down to the A string and hit the 2nd and 3rd frets. Okay, and then the last bit goes like that. So one more time. So the last bit says 3rd, 2nd, and then straight back down to the 3rd. So the melody line is. One more time. So now we've got to try and incorporate that. So before we can do that, we need to try and get a bit of a strumming pattern going. So instead of going, we're going to try and put a strum pattern in it. It's like this. Just keep practicing doing that, nice and gently, and then put your root notes in. And then we're going to try and put the melody line in. Okay, so we're going to start off by going, sorry. So we can see we're playing the C chord there. And Now, what we're trying to do, we're going to keep our fingers on that C note there and on the G note there, and we're just going to go, but it doesn't, so if you hear it, listen to it carefully, he's actually still playing the note, the G open G above it. So we have, like that. Now, while you're doing that, this is where the real tricky bit comes in. You've got to try and keep that rhythm pattern going. So I'm going to play it a few times and you'll see what I'm doing. While I'm playing that melody line, I'm just trying to put in the occasional strum in between the notes. So, and again, then the last bit. And I'm not putting so much strumming in that bit. So, like that. Okay, so we'll try again. Okay, so it's pretty difficult, but you've just got to try and remember to keep a nice fluid right hand, and that way the melody line will gradually come into. Play it what is easiest for you. You can do it like this. So you might be able to go, no, not like that. So, that works. Like that. Or you might try and keep the, maybe just keep one finger there. It's different variations there to try and get you to actually do it, to actually put the melody line in. Once we've done the last bit, when it goes, there's a little bit that goes, so he's taking his middle finger off the C, the D string, take it off and just hammering on. Goes like that, but playing them all full chord, like that. Or if you want to play, obviously keeping the, it's probably better to keep it to the middle string so you can really hear it. So let's try it all through slowly now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make it ring out a bit more, obviously. Try it one more time. And then it comes into the verse. So that is probably the trickiest bit of the whole song here. So you'll have to keep on really trying to play that time and time again, nice and slowly, until you actually build up to the speed of the record, which is actually quite slow anyway, so you should be okay to do that. Right, okay, we've nailed that bit. Now let's go and have a look at the verses.